Find all 4 of us Heavenly Host serial kidnapping and murder victims. And put us all to rest. Then the closed spaces won't have their cogs anymore, so they'll begin to fall apart. And just might get your friends back in my hands, well, yeah.
Hands.
You just might get your hands back.
No, I think there are a lot of hands right there. we can just grab those. Sorry, so put them to rest. What did she say before that? What do we have to do?
We have to
find their bodies, or
we have to find all 4 of the victims and put all of them at rest, so that all the closed spaces get fucked.
Yeah, but like, what does that mean? How do we put them to rest?
That's a good question, my friend.
Do we just do the tongue thing again?
I don't think we do the tongue thing, but you know, no. It's a good question.
Yeah. Expect us to go back. And this time, instead of having just one person left to appease, we have to go back to the drawing board and appease all 4 of you. Well. Okay. Why couldn't you tell us the reason our previous efforts weren't good enough? What's there to hide?
It's just something I don't want to remember, but if you really want to know, I'll tell you. Say everything that happened.
Do it.
Transferring memories.
Oh, Yuki's spirit gently took hold of Ayumi's hand and...
No. What's the friggin' Alex Jones thing? Just like... Hack into the infrastructure.
What is that from?
Alex Jones. He's like, hack into our brains, hack into the infrastructure.
Turn the frog ski. What's going on? No! Shit! Oh, dang. Oh, is she feeling all the memories and the pains?
Welcome to the flashback, motherfucker.
Welcome to the flashback, kids.
Welcome to the flashback! Another
What's that Dragon Ball GT melody? Welcome to the flashback, a brand new adventure for kids. Seeing the story from all of the kids. What happened to me? It was a tragedy, but I'll have to be a millionaire. Can I pass out? Why am I fully aware right now?
I can't see.
Yeah, exactly. I predicted it. And she can't move. Oh shit, you've stolen my prediction powers from a couple episodes ago. It's like that feeling you get when you're really tired. Sleep paralysis.
This is the origin story of Arms.
Arms.
I can't see.
Fuck's sake. Where?
Had to do a bit of a cross-series reference.
You take a little nightmares. Fuck, what's her name again? The little red girl dress.
Sachiko?
Can't remember. Sachiko, yeah. Why can't I move?
Can never forget the fucking red dress's name.
Sachiko Shinozaki, the little girl in the red dress and the only survivor of the horrific murders that occurred in Heavenly Host Elementary School. Following the incident, Sachiko's family filed from the area. Fled.
Yeah.
Moving to another prefecture to escape the frightful memories that remained here. I can read really well. Strangely, however, I've been unable to locate any other records of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I can find about them comes from newspaper reports on the Heavenly Host murders. What? Granted, when another elementary school becomes a stage for a grisly incident such as this, perpetrated by none other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scandal would serve as the primary focus for public interest, with all other details fading into the background. So of course, after learning that Sachiko was safe, further news of her whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus surrounding the school.
Interesting.
But it's more to it than that. People were just uninterested in learning Sachiko's history, or whereabouts. There was simply no data to be had. Well, you're saying she just disappeared?
Guess so.
Or did she never exist?
I'm uncomfortable.
Who is this? I can't move my body because of...
It seems like Mr. Janitor's Closet. That's who it seems like.
Mr. J.
Fuck off.
I can clearly see the room I'm in now. Interesting. There's one boy and 2 girls in here aside from myself. I recognize them. Oh yeah, she's a lot bigger than they are.
Yep.
They're the children who were killed in Heavenly Host during that incident. One. But they're still alive.
One singular.
Fortunately.
This isn't a common thing.
It is, but this is just one happening. Unfortunately, they're all bound hand and foot and just sprawled all over the floor. So am I. That's the real reason I can't move. I'm tied up! Shit!
Who's weeping?
Is that the doll? No, that's a human being.
Aww.
Feels sad, man. Who is this? Somebody please help me.
See.
Save me!
I wouldn't meme right now.
Yoshikazu? Okay, so it is him. No, stop. No. Please, no. Yeah, do you want to take this guy? What?
It's just mindless babble anyways, I can't.
I can't see. I can't see. I'm blindfolded. Can't see a thing that's happening to me. Since my hands and feet are tied up, can't remove the blindfold either.
It seems like quite a significant little bit here.
Yeah, you think so? It's almost like this is one of the major mysteries of the game. That just makes everything so much worse.
Again, don't attack my analyses. I think out loud.
Not attacking you. Because I can't see, I begin to listen more intensely.
Oh god, don't make that so fucking realistic in my ears, please.
Helpless cries of the other children echo off the walls in the cramped room. I'm so scared. Feels like my head's going to explode. What are you doing to me? Why am I blindfolded? Untie me! Cut the ropes. I want to be able to use my hands and feet, please. Please. He's just walking away.
I wonder if Yuki actually said this.
Might have done. Kept begging and pleading, but all I heard in response was the man walking away from me. It's probably Yuki's memories.
What a charm. In order. Okay?
In order. What does that mean?
Uh-oh.
So that's the one in the other room.
Seems like in order of children. Oh, Jesus.
In order of what?
Of the kids lined up on the floor?
Could be. But that sounded like it was in another room.
Well, I mean,
pure
yeah, they're just dragging the bodies in order
like a perfect
to the room.
Wave. It's the boy at the end.
Yeah. Oof.
Oof. Feels like he's been screaming for an eternity. I think he's being killed right now. Oof.
Jesus.
God, what the hell is he doing to him? No one deserves this. Why isn't God allowing him to fall unconscious so he doesn't have to suffer?
If there were any moments where, if there was any moments where I would hope that someone was bad at voice acting, it'd be right now.
It's been at least half an hour now.
Because as you were telling me in one Tokyo Ghoul scene, it just sounds like someone in severe pain. It doesn't feel like acting. It's like
come to a halt finally. About half an hour. Okay, so Sachiko was the last one. I guess Headless Girl was this one.
Yeah.
Not even a single moment of silence. The first of the girls in line is the next to scream for her life.
So we're third then.
Yep. Yeah. Oof. Okay, really just keeps going.
Yeah, really.
Oof.
Ugh.
Oof.
It's
God,
really hard to listen to.
Losing my mind. Stop. Is it still going on? Come on, just die already. Oof. Die already. Come on, what's wrong with me? No, I don't care. Let's get it over with and leave me in peace.
That's not gonna happen. Ugh.
Ooh. Finally, after hearing a sound like a heavy object being dropped, the noises stopped and the room grew quiet again.
Yep. It's the one who got her head off.
Yep. Those footsteps are getting closer. All my hair is standing on end at this point. Everything below my stomach feels like it's frozen. Like I've been suddenly stricken with duress, diarrhea. Nice good job, me. Severe diarrhea.
It's a weird thing to compare it to.
Yeah. God, why am I relieved by the silence? The kid next to me just died. Which means it's my turn now.
Here we go.
Someone's got me by the hair, pulling my head up, taking off my blindfold, which means I get to see the face of the killer. 4 missing children were found in a basement room at Heavenly Host Elementary School, unused and officially sealed since the building's construction. When authorities entered, they were greeted by an inhumanly horrific sight. Inhumane would work there. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a pair of large sewing scissors found in the hand of the accused.
Jeez.
Investigators suspected some hesitation on the man's part, however. As
You want to read this part?
No! I'm fine! As the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate that his full strength had been used. Nonetheless, he had certainly acted with extreme malicious intent.
Yeah, that
The official cause of death for the 3 murdered. Fuck you. When children had been listed as loss of blood following removal of the tongue. But the actual state of affairs was not quite so clinical. Nor even so pleasant, if you can believe it. Following details have been extrapolated from information previously unreleased to the public, or at least previously unreported by the news outlets.
Jeez.
These details of the crime are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shinozaki herself.
Oh my.
Evidently, the victims are bound, blindfolded, and spaced out on the floor, then killed one by one. One was reportedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, then had many of his internal organs. Doesn't matter. One was reportedly repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, then had many of his internal organs forcefully dug out. His discarded innards were found partially buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head dozens upon dozens of times, to such an extent that all flesh and bone above her jawline was essentially minced away. Wow.
Oof. Uh-oh.
With my blindfold removed, the sight that appeared before me was more horrific than anything I could possibly have imagined. The person staring back at me, brandishing a blood-soaked pair of sewing scissors. Scissors? What? Christ! Kill me! Sewing scissors. It wasn't the large man from earlier at all.
What?
Who was it then? It was one of the children.
What?
Oh my god. It was such
good.
It was a little girl. Her face dyed red with the blood of her victims.
Oh, I knew you were jacked up.
Oh my god, it was a mega play. She was staring intently at me.
I feel M. Night Shyamalan.
And then...
Oh, fuck.
She just started giggling. Shit.
Jesus Christ, that man's just
So
terrified.
she fucking framed Yoshikazu.
Yeah. He's just terrified at the floor because he can't speak anymore.
I always wondered why she had the scissors in the thumbnail. She was opening and closing the bloodied scissors over and over, and the sound kept echoing throughout the room.
I was also wondering why she was never one of the ones that, like, went to forcefully attack you.
Well...
She always seemed to have different behavior.
she also always seemed to be alive.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
Like, she was the one sole survivor, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Did she come back intentionally? Then she took those dull, rusty, thoroughly blood-soaked blades and slowly brought them closer and closer to my left eye.
Oh, God.
Oof. What a game. Oh, why? Why is it you? Yeah, I mean, now fucking no. No. Yeah, the official voice actor has the handle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, really.
The third victim was stabbed in the left eye an indeterminate number of times.
I'm not even sure my mood is light enough anymore to jab or tease.
Yeah. Until her eyeball became soup-like inconsistency. She was eventually just left like that and slowly bleeding to death in horrible agony. Strangely, it was only after these mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back and severed the victim's tongues. Now, learning the truth about these proceedings is shocking even to me and makes it nearly impossible to accept the murderer as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko. Anyways, she's the most pitiable and long-suffering of them all.
I don't think she is.
It was through her tearful, frightened testimony that Yoshikazu Yanagihori was officially charged. Now, going back to the hunt for information on this unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that ultimately led to Yoshikazu's sentencing. Therefore, it comes as no real surprise that sensitive information pertaining to her and her family would be withheld. That's to be expected. What's not expected, however, is that there's not even the slightest trace of this information left to find. It's almost as if it simply never existed. Therefore, I cannot help but consider alternate possible explanations, and I remind you, this is mere conjecture, but one question keeps nagging at the back of my mind. Was Yoshikazu Yanagihori really the murderer of the 3 victims?
No, he was not.
Accidentally fused his first and last name there. Is it possible? Yoshikazu? Is it possible that this crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Yeah, fucking my nose is really fucking me. Think about it. In his final days, Yoshikazu was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike reversion, he'd always been a personable and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't hurt a fly. All his relatives, friends, and neighbors confirmed as much, shocked to hear that such a kindly man could commit these unconscionable atrocities. He certainly had no motive for the crime either. There was nothing for him to gain from it. Then, again, he may have simply lost his mind looking at his father. It was around the same time that Principal Takamine Yanagihori suddenly began speaking in tongues and acting in a most peculiar way. Not to mention scribbling incomprehensible gibberish all over his walls as if possessed.
How long has this child been around?
What do you mean?
I mean, is it possible for this child to have, done the same thing to father and son, being both principals and whatnot?
What, you mean, like, what framed them?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying...
Force them to do crazy shit?
Yeah.
I mean, it might just be some weird spirit that keeps jumping from person to person, but, yeah, Sachiko might just be the spirit itself.
Props.
Where am I? He suddenly seemed frightened of someone and would often be found crouching in the corner of his office, moaning and thrashing when visitors came by. If he could wind up in such a beleaguered state with no warning, yeah, that's how you say that, then perhaps so too could his son. I believe that we're looking at a curse far more powerful than any man could devise. From the time it opened its doors to the day it closed them forever, Heavenly Host Elementary School sealed basement room has existed some form of cursed ground.
Yeah.
Kill me.
Not surprised.
And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Alright. Back a whole 20 years.
Whoa.
When was this written again? 2007? 9?
Around there.
It was post-2000. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light on
I
the
feel like
situation.
this is definitely early 2000s.
Yeah, it's like somewhere around there. Maybe a bit far-fetched as leads go, but it's lead nonetheless. Regrettably, since Heavenly House was not only closed down but demolished altogether, and another school built in its place, it's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly. But my protege has found what may be the next best thing.
And I get bad, like, I'm enjoying the story so much, but it comes to a point where the creepy factor goes into me being like, holy shit, I can't say things right now. It's like I've been looking at my audio feed, and it's sort of a conscious realization that you get so interested that you're like, fuck, I'm not saying anything funny.
What time is it? Something that can make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now. Be sure not to miss the next installment. Maybe the scoop of a lifetime. Kibiki, 2003.
Music is awesome.
Oh yeah. Corpse Party is pretty great music. Damn. End of the chapter, I suppose. Continued in chapter 5.
I couldn't rave to this.
Continue to chapter 5. Corpse Party.
Finally!
Oh. Fuck, that was just one long recording session. We didn't stop there. Thanks for watching, everyone.
45 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yes.
Alright, cool, that's not too bad. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed. Got like maybe 2-3 more hours of Corpse Party left.
Yeah,
the game's
probably.
almost over. Cool, well, thanks. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Bye!